Well, you may ask, how was this detective, excuse me, directed to this Holiday Inn? Did he just figure that out himself? Or probably not. They had the phone, they had the GPS, they perhaps had his car. So at some point, they pinpointed him going into that Holiday Inn. Still an outstanding find. They find this video that is invaluable to this investigation. And let Stephan Sterns keep lying, because we have video showing him at, it was at 09:44 hours. Well, that's when he pulls out of the Holiday Inn. But 09:41, taking Madeline's body out of the passenger seat and throwing her in the trunk like some kind of piece of luggage or something, right? And we know at that point, well, we know much earlier, she was dead. So this is really powerful information, powerful evidence that they have in this case. And we're going to go over more. Mike.
Yeah, Billy, the fact that they let him during the investigation in the beginning, when they were talking to him before he, became subject number one, when they were still gathering as much information as they could. And he was telling the female detective this, detective that. There was a male detective who said, wait a minute. Oh, by the way, your car was seen going in the opposite direction, and then, and then he started tap dancing. Oh, I had to go back. I had to get my clicker for the security gate, things like that. Once they start doing that, and you see he's covering his tracks, backtracking, trying to make his excuse now match with what they're telling him. And the good thing is, every time that there's that inconsistency between what he said he did and where he said he was, and then you have the GPS on the phone, which is wonderful, but nothing beats video to a jury, because that's gives a much more tactile sense when they're watching. He's saying he's 5 miles away at 09:40 in the morning, and here they have security video timestamped 09:40. He's pulling into a garage, and we see him taking what appears to be a limp female body and putting it in the trunk of the car. That is outstanding, and it just tightens the noose. But let him talk, and then he can't corroborate it. You can't corroborate it, but what you're showing is totally contradictory to what he says. It's fantastic, and that's the kind of thing that you want, especially that film footage. You want that in front of a jury, because they actually see it rather than look at a piece of paper which has information on it about the movements of a phone. You've got you actually see him do it. It's fantastic. So kudos to that detective to get that video evidence. Fantastic work.
Well, Mike, one of the things, and I hope people realize, the police have to trod and proceed very methodically. Because when you got a suspect like this, who you almost know, this guy, he's the guy that did it, right? All through the investigation, they must proceed very carefully, because at any point, excuse me, he could say, I think I need an attorney. And once he does that, the interview's over, right?
Yeah.